But he was in Stillwater Tuesday night at the Oklahoma State KU game. So he was just talking about his vision, and just kind of doing more in the storytelling brand, doing more to have a symbiotic relationship between music and content and sports and Big 12. So he referred back to, having Ashanti at the Big 12 football championship game back in December. He's really intrigued, and you can kind of see the wheels spinning about having a halftime show next year, kind of in what we saw at the Super Bowl with Rihanna. He announced plans for the Big 12 men's basketball tournament this year in March here in Kansas City, of having Fat Joe Friday, of having DJ Diesel, also known as Shaquille O'Neal, perform on Saturday. So you'll have Shaq Saturday, Fat Joe Friday. So he's,
Whoa. Fat Joe as in the Fat Joe?
That's what he said.
Okay, I'm all for that. But how do you think
that's his Rock Nation background? So he's really big on kind of using music as the thread to kind of weave all of it together. So
how do you think the older fans of the Big 12 will react to that? A Fat Joe Friday and a Shaq Diesel Saturday.
But that's not his target audience, right?
See that? Great point.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's one thing more and more fans, older fans, are going to have to accept.
Yeah.
I mean, that's reality of it. Commissioner Brett Yormark is trying to reach a younger demographic.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want to alienate the older demographic, but he's trying to make the Big 12 more recognizable to a younger alums, younger fans. And if they can grow up at a younger age, be Big 12 fans, and then grow up to become Big 12 alums, then you got fans for life.
Right. But at the same time, when's the last time Ashanti had a hit?
True. Now you get into who is the current star of Rock Nation
that you could get.
Yes, that students recognize.
All right.
So here.
Same thing with Fat Joe. I'm like, okay.
There you go, right there. Cole Sports says Big 12 fans in the future have to lean back. Yeah, on the weekends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because now that I think about it, who is the current it person for Rock Nation? Is there one?
You're not.
Maybe
you're
Andy
not,
will know once he joins us.
You're not going to get Jay-Z to reform. So let's squash that idea. But yeah.
Why not though? Why not? I mean, what would that take? I'm serious. Because Brett, I think he has worked with Jay-Z in the past, right?
Yeah. He talked about his relationship, with Jay-Z, but also, and then also his background, with the Brooklyn Nets. But I just think, it takes a lot more cachet, a lot of deep pockets, to kind of lure, Jay-Z to come to Kansas City, in March. We can be aspirational.
Yes, definitely. But could it be similar to how the NFL does it, like Rihanna and those celebrities, the halftime celebrity, they pay for that.
Right.
So the celebs pay for that. So do you think the Big 12 could get to that point where the celeb would pay to do it?
Yeah. So the celebs, they don't make any money off of it, but their production, and all of those expenses are paid for, by the league. But but basically, if you have something to promote, 'cause it's not like, Rihanna has any new music. But she is her own brand. And she said that she was going to bring a special guest on stage with her. And she did that.
And she did, yes.
She played that very well.
And she probably got a boost in her music, her catalog for sure with the appearance. So it worked out for her.
And then the whole Fenty brand.
And I'm not sure Fat Joe would get a boost performing at the Big 12, but who knows? But how about for revenue streams for the Big 12? Any idea of what Commissioner Yormark has in store for generating revenue outside source?
I don't know what his plans are, in that avenue. It's still kind of he's been on the job less than a year, so he's still just kind of trying to get his bearings, if you will, especially with the new landscape. Coming now, we have some more clarity of what the Big 12, how the Big 12 will look, because now there's an exit strategy for Oklahoma and for Texas, leaving after the 2024. So now or after 2023. So we kind of know how this is going to play out, now, and the football schedule has finally been released for the upcoming season. So we kind of know, because it's trying to schedule with 14 teams is very awkward,
Right.
So when you get back to 12, you're like, okay, so now you can kind of, and I'm not saying that the Big 12 is going to stand pat at 12. He's still kind of exploring the ideas of bringing in, Gonzaga. That carrot has been dangled.
Very
now
good,
we
Kenitra. That's a tease for the next discussion after the break. You're good at this. You're a professional at this job. Well done.
I just just lots of little nuggets to nibble on during our lunch break.
And all that brings up a good point right here, as long as it's tasteful, because there are young kids, and you don't want to, alienate any of those fans for sure.
And and it's not just young fans. There's a certain segment of the population. Case in point, late night a few years ago when we had Snoop performing as the featured musical artist, and he brought his aerial acrobats.
And that was at KU, right? Wasn't that?
It was a KU.
Yeah. There was some feedback from that, wasn't there? Yeah.
And the young fans, it wasn't the young fans who took offense.
Yes. So that's a very good point. So we're going to talk about that when we come back after this break. You are watching. I am Chris Gardner of the Houston Roundball Review, and joining me is Kennetra Pulliams from Big 12 Now on ESPN Plus. We are filling in for AJ Jones. He is taking care of business. He is not sick. He's just taking care of some business, and he asked if I would be willing to drive or fly the bus, conduct the train, or whatever you want to call it. Now I'm not sure, or the EV, whatever.
No, since it's the lunch break, you're the head chef.
Okay, I'm the head chef, and you're my sous chef.
There we go.
Kenitra's my chef. Bravo. See, that's why you're here, part of the show. So once again, you're watching Throwback Thursday on the lunch break, powered by JM&E and also the BS3 Network.